The film begins with the scene at the airport. Marcus Parker, the owner of a construction company, is currently on vacation. He is traveling with his wife Emily. They are joined by their friends, Ron, a former military man who is now a park ranger, and his wife Kyla, along with their baby. The friends plan to relax together in the Caribbean. They are also accompanied by their mutual friend Maurilio, who will be looking after the baby of the cheerful and carefree Ron and Kyla during the trip. Maurilio also hopes to find love during the journey. In addition to their vacation plans, Marcus intends to have a business meeting with Mrs. Kim, the CEO of a hotel company, regarding the construction of a 5-star hotel by Marcus's company. Ian, the vice president of Kim's company, informs Marcus that he is not the first candidate for the construction project. However, Ian is pleasantly surprised by Ron's knowledge of the Korean language. Unexpectedly, Kyla's father, Rhys Hackford, is released early from prison. This is the first time he meets Ron. Rhys proposes that everyone invest in one of the cryptocurrencies, promising significant returns. Marcus and Emily are skeptical of his proposal, as Rhys has a history of money laundering and tax evasion. In the evening at a casino, Ron helps Marcus win a drinking game and earn respect from Ian, who they then escort to his room. In the same casino, Rhys arranges a meeting and discusses a joint venture with the local criminal authority Warren. The conversation reaches an impasse, and only Ron's imposing size prevents Rhys from getting into trouble. The next day, Rhys proposes a wedding surprise for his daughter, a joint underwater dive. The group embarks on a small plane. Rhys's associate Jerome collects packages from a sunken plane. Rhys does not admit what is in the bags. The Cuban National Police open fire on their plane. Marcus learns that the bags contain money. Because of the damaged tank, Jerome is forced to emergency land the plane. Jerome then flees with the portion of the money. Rhys confesses that his former cellmate told him that a plane with $5 million on board crashed off the coast of Cuba. This money belongs to Warren, the gangster. Meanwhile, the plane explodes, and the remaining money inside is burned. Warren's henchmen arrive at the crash site, then pursue and capture the group. Rhys lies about not being able to retrieve the money from the bottom of the sea, but provides coordinates in the hope of being released. Warren's team locates the sunken plane. However, they do not release the group. Instead, they lock them in a container, which is then dropped into the water. Ron lights the cigarette so that the smoke from it can escape and point to a weak spot in the container. Then muscular Ron fails on the first try, but still manages to punch the hole. The friends surface. The team steals a car from the bandits and leaves. Marcus is trying to make it to the presentation of his business plan at a meeting with Mrs. Kim. In the meantime, Mrs. Kim arrives in a helicopter, while Warren and his henchmen catch up with Ron and the group. Maurilio pretends to be a local criminal authority, whose name everyone knows but no one has ever seen. He demands the release of his friends. Warren agrees to release everyone except Rhys, for whom he demands $5 million. Ron surprises everyone by quickly transferring the money to Warren's account and saving his father-in-law. After this, the gangsters leave. Ron listened to Rhys's recommendations and invested in his cryptocurrency, which brought huge returns in one day. Mrs. Kim refuses a job to Marcus, who is late for a meeting, but changes her mind after Ian vouches for him. Rhys admits to his daughter that he escaped from prison and is taken away by the police. and Maurilio goes on a romantic date with a girl named Veronica.